your Rotary Foundation wrote a big check. And that, you know, the water tower is more than just a part of your water system. It is a symbol for your community. And when the water tower goes up a year after your tornado, it's an important symbol to say, hey, we're coming back. We're making progress and we're coming back. So thank you for your assistance. And you can be very proud to be Rotarians. You know, in the faith that I was raised in, my faith tradition, you know, we were taught the story of the Good Samaritan. When Jesus told the parable of the Good Samaritan, he told the story, and then he asked the young lawyer, who was this man's neighbor? And the answer, of course, is the one who showed him mercy. And so it's nice to know that in Kansas you have 2.8 million neighbors. Now it's our opportunity to show the people of Haiti that they have neighbors from all over this hemisphere and from all over this country. And this is what's in our hearts. It's not just a good thing that we do, it's something we're called by God to do. And I can't imagine, you know, our challenges were big enough. I can't imagine living in abject poverty and having 2 million people homeless and no resources at all. So once again, it's time for Rotary to do what it does best and step forward and help those people. And thank you for what you do. We would love to have you come visit. And the Chamber of Commerce does not pay me for this ad, but there are some great things going on. If you're going west, we have groups that have, you know, some groups that have actually chartered buses. Just come out and look around. You know, you can blend it with another troop, stop at the Cosmosphere in Hutchinson. Or if you're going west for some reason, divert down, take a look around. It's really worth your time. Greensburg, Greentown actually does tours. But some of the new technology is and the new buildings and the way things are designed is really worth the trip. We'd love to have you. Our community belongs as much to all the people of Kansas, belongs as much to you as it does to us because of all the help we've had. So we'd love to have you come visit. I think we're making progress, have several years to go, but I think there's 3 key ingredients to the progress we've had so far. One that doesn't get a lot of play in the media is we have a strong faith base in the community. And the pastors in our community work very well together. Across denominations, Protestant and Catholic work very well together, and we had a strong leadership from the faith community, which helps keep people, you know, focused on moving ahead and what can happen and what we can do. So when the government leaders aren't putting out fires over here of discontent, they can work forward and look ahead, and that was a big advantage. And then that faith base is what I think leads to our second ingredient for our progress, second key component, which is we had. I'm so proud of our local leaders. We had government leaders in the city, in the county, in the school district who just 3 or 4 days after the tornado in our community, and I was there, and said, you know, this is really bad, but we can make something good come out of this. There are some opportunities in this, and we can make some good things happen. We get to do what our great-grandparents did, which was build a town from scratch. So we want to do it well. Now that sounds easy, you know, here on the 8th floor of the Holiday Inn, Overland Park. When everything around you is rubble, everything, and you're trying to think, where do I start cleaning up on my own house? How do we get the streets cleared? Where do we start? What are we going to do? To be able to stand in the middle of all that rubble and say, there are some opportunities in this. We can make some good things happen. To me, that's the definition of vision and leadership. And then the third key ingredient, I think, third key component that we've had that was a big part of our success so far is Governor Sebelius linked us up with a gentleman named Terry Woodbury, who helps communities do planning. And he grew up out at Leota, Wichita County. He lives here in Kansas City, Kansas now. And so he's familiar with all parts of Kansas. He has a great process. He calls the public square process, brings to the table people from business, from government, from the nonprofits, from the healthcare sector, people of all ages. We had high school students, we had retired folks, people of all ages from across the community come in and participate. And then break down into committees to do some things. We had to accelerate the process, of course, much faster than what he usually does. But the point is, when we came out of the starting gates, people have come together, had been able to bring their ideas to the table, listen to other people's ideas, and it was a growing process. And when we came out of the starting gates, we had a large amount of community buy-in to where we wanted to go, what we wanted to accomplish, the themes we wanted to emphasize, how we want Main Street to look, what kind of building codes to have. So that planning process where people really got together and talked to each other and listened to each other and collaborated was, I think, one of the third key components of the progress we've made so far. We'd love to have you come visit.